The internet is full of strange and disturbing stories. Tonight, we dive into 5 of the darkest myths from the depths of the internet. So if you're watching this alone at night, maybe turn on a light or something. Picture this. It's 2 a.m. You're walking home alone. Streetlights are flickering, casting creepy shadows. There's this dude, right? People call him the smiling man. His smile is off, stretched too wide like a creepy clown mask. And his eyes, they follow you, always watching. People see him everywhere, dark alleys, empty parking lots, even in photos. He never speaks, never makes a sound. He just smiles and follows. Some say he's a ghost, a demon, or even an alien. There are stories online of encounters with the smiling man. Some say he just watched them, then vanished. But others, they say he reached out, tried to grab them. And some were never seen again. So next time you're walking alone at night and you see someone in the distance smiling at you, just be careful. You never know who or what might be lurking in the shadows. Imagine this. It's late, you're home alone, and then someone's at the door. You look through the peephole and see 2 kids standing there. They look normal at first, but then they look up. And that's when you see their eyes. They're completely black. They ask to come in. Their voice is flat and monotone. They say they need to use your phone, that their parents are gone, that they're scared. But something about them, it just feels wrong. People who have encountered these black-eyed children, they say the same thing, an overwhelming feeling of dread. Whatever they are, they're bad news. So remember, if you're ever home alone and you hear a knock at the door, and you see those eyes, don't open the door. No matter what they say, don't let them in. Chapter 3. Imagine this. You're sound asleep, right? And then your phone starts ringing. You look at the clock, 3 a.m. It's probably just a telemarketer or something, right? But something makes you answer it. Hello, you say, your voice groggy with sleep. Silence. For like what feels like forever. And then breathing. Someone is breathing on the other end of the line. Hello? Who is this, you ask, your heart starting to race? And then a voice, barely a whisper, rasps. Look outside. You freeze. Your blood runs cold. You slowly turn towards your window, every instinct screaming at you to hang up. But you can't. You're frozen in fear. At first you don't see anything, but then you see it. A face. Pressed against the glass, staring at you with these cold, dead eyes. You scream, dropping the phone. The call disconnects. You run to the window, but there's nothing there. You never told the caller your address. Chapter 4. It's about something watching, waiting, just outside your window. So, you're home alone. It's late, maybe storming outside. You get up to close the curtains, and that's when you see it. A face, pressed up against the glass, staring at you from the darkness. It's pale, gaunt, with these huge dark eyes that seem to pierce right through you. You freeze, your heart pounds in your chest. You can't breathe. You just stare back, completely paralyzed with fear. The face doesn't move. It doesn't blink. It just watches. You finally manage to tear your eyes away just for a second to grab your phone, to call for help. But when you look back, it's gone. You check the locks, the windows, everything. Nothing. But you know what you saw. The next night, you're too terrified to even look at the window. You keep the lights on, trying to distract yourself. But then, you hear it. A tapping sound. Coming from the window, the face staring at you, watching, waiting. Chapter 5. We're talking about a village that disappears, like literally vanishes into thin air. Imagine this. You're driving through the countryside, right? Maybe you took a wrong turn or your GPS led you astray. You've been driving for hours and you're starting to think you're lost. And then you see it. A village, nestled in the middle of nowhere. There are houses, a church, even a schoolhouse. Smoke curls from chimneys and you can see flickering candlelight in the windows. It looks peaceful, inviting. But something feels off. There's no one around, no cars, no people, no signs of life. You get out of your car and an eerie silence washes over you. It's like the whole place is holding its breath. You walk through the deserted streets and you start to notice strange things. Doors are left ajar. Food sits untouched on tables. Toys lay scattered on the ground, as if abandoned in the middle of a game. It's like the entire village just vanished. The internet is full of horror stories. Some are urban legends. Some feel like something more. What do you think? Which of these myths creeped you out the most? Leave a comment below if you're brave enough. Stay safe out there, guys.